Namaste, Vanakkam and welcome to Sunday Sadhana, your ultimate Hindu magazine program on SABC2. We promise a show that's packed with action, adventure and excitement today as Sunday Sadhana celebrates the sparkle and dynamism of Diwali with Lotus FM. And then visits KwaZulu-Natal's south coast where Durga Mata Murti was immersed into the sea as part of the Navarathri celebrations. The thrill of Diwali is felt weeks before the actual celebration. In South Africa, the light and love of this auspicious festival has been embraced by Hindus and non-Hindus alike, who also get caught up in its fervent vibrancy. Sunday Sadhana joined the Lotus FM team at the Durban Diwali festival to soak up the festive spiritual energy that wrapped all kinds, colors and creeds in the warmth and love of the one divine light, Diwali.
Lotus FM is quite excited, to be part of the Durban Diwali festival. We've been involved for many years, and this year is quite important because on the 8th of January next year we turn 30 years old. This marks a huge milestone for the station going forward, and this event is going to be quite spectacular with our involvement as well.
We get involved in the Diwali festival every year. It's with different organizations, and it's entirely to do with the festival itself, bringing people together of all color and creeds and races. It's not only an Hindu festival, but propagating the goodwill of Lord Rama and Sita and the auspicious day of what and the significance of Diwali.
We are very excited to be a part of Durban Diwali Festival. This is our showcase. It's our time to show how fabulous Durban is, how fabulous the Hindu culture is, how fabulous the religious aspects of Diwali is.
The significance of Jyoti, as we know it, as in lights, is also how important light is in our daily life. For example, we look at the sun every day and we realize how important the sun plays in our lives. So Jyoti is a reflection of light. So wherever there's light, it will ward off evil, give hope and happiness to one that comes in contact with light. Pure light and the goodness of light.
We join the Hindu Mahasabha with the float procession, which starts from Grey Street and then moves its way toward the old driving site. Lotus FM will then start broadcasting their shows from 10 o'clock in the morning. This year, we took a different stance altogether, whereby we only broadcast from the venue, but now joining the float procession, being with our listeners and enjoying that trip down to the old Durban driving site.
Float procession is a really, really great, spectacular event where the community gets involved in designing all these beautiful floats, and of course they proceed through the streets of Durban, creating this hype of the Diwali festival.
But it's all about meeting people, about bringing them, about people that won't necessarily be a part of a festival like this, to give them a taste of what they are missing out on and hopefully to draw them through.
People get to know what is Diwali all about by just looking at these beautiful floats and the way it is decorated and the message that goes out to all these different organizations that are not Hindus, for example. But the message is very simple, because Diwali is all about overcoming evil or warding off evil, and it's a universal message throughout the world. When one looks at the way life is, how Diwali impacts in today's world, when we have poverty, unfortunate people that are struggling to make survival. And during this time of Diwali, you find that many organizations are handing out hampers and groceries and so forth for the well-being of others. So this is one of the great pillars to practice during this period. It's enjoyable, but when you bring joy to others, that is the true joy that we as human beings must experience. Religion, or Diwali as it is celebrated, starts with prayer. With prayer comes the cleansing process that creates this awareness during this period of goodwill and hope.
We support all religions, and I think it's important for us to be part of this festival, which is huge for our audience. The important thing is to share the Lotus FM experience, and people following the float procession will actually give them a sort of a great feeling to be amongst the many that actually move to celebrate this huge event. Lotus FM fulfills that important role of actually educating, entertaining and informing our listeners with regards to the culture and bringing back that cultural aspect altogether.
And that's why Lotus FM is so significant and so important within the Indian community, because people grew up with it. They learned about these cultures. That's what we do. We teach them. We share these experiences with them so they carry these things through.
It is said that energy cannot be created or destroyed. As Hindus, we refer to this energy as Shakti, the feminine aspect of God that manifests as the material universe. Navarathri, or the festival of 9 nights, is dedicated to the worship of Shakti in her forms as the divine consorts of the Holy Trinity. Sunday Sadhana was privileged to join the Hibiscus Coast Navarathri Committee in Oslo Beach, Port Shepstone, to witness the immersion ceremony of Durga Mata or Shakti on their last day of the festival.
During Navratri, the complete 13 chapters of the Durga Shaptashati is recited, together with the No Chandi Mahayajna, which is basically a big Havan ceremony that we perform.
We were privileged to have as our officiating priest Sastraji Ram Shushil Chaturvedi, all the way from Mumbai, and he officiated the 9-day puja for us.
Navratri is celebrated over 9 days. 3 days out of those are very, very significant for us. The first one is the Kanya Puja. The second major day in this function is the rose ceremony, which is also known as the Sahasra Archana. The third day is the Visarjan ceremony, where the murti is immersed into the ocean.
Durga is the feminine form of God. She is Mother Shakti, and she gives strength to her devotees. There's actually 2 ways which Mataji can be immersed into the water. One is via a boat and the other is with a helicopter. Unfortunately, Port Shepstone does not have a harbour for the safe launching of a boat into the sea. So that is why we have to use a helicopter to immerse Mataji into the water.
This murti is made of plaster of Paris, which is 100% biodegradable. And we had to look at something that is environmentally friendly as well.
Hinduism teaches us not to become attached. For 9 days we were worshipping Mataji, and on the 10th day we free ourselves from the attachment, where we immerse Mata into the water and she goes back into her natural state.
Mother evolves from the cosmos. She is Shakti, she is cosmic energy. Therefore, when hence we use the sea as a way of bidding her farewell into the nether regions.
I personally worship Saraswati Mata as it being for my education and me wanting to be able to excel and do well in school. So every day I go forth and I pray to Saraswati Mata to give me the strength, the knowledge and the focus to achieve my goals in life.
I think it changed a lot in me, spiritually, mentally and physically. I know myself and my fellow friends have been observing a saltless fast for 9 days. And it basically has to cleanse your body and your mind.
For me, I was really interested in it because there was many activities in which we all could have been involved in. And I think during this whole prayer, each of us have worked really hard and together to make this prayer a success. It was absolutely magnificent experience. I can say that our members and our devotees who have been with us for the 9 days
have a heavy heart, because we have to say goodbye to our Mataji today, so that she takes the form into her natural form. However, we know that she lives in our heart, and she will always be there guiding us.
The spectacular color, the celestial sounds, and the sweet, sugary signature of our festivals. These are the calling cards of our faith to grow us into a higher understanding of life. In fact, Paramahansa Yogananda once said, "The true basis of religion is not belief, but intuitive experience. Intuition is the soul's power of knowing God. To know what religion is really all about, one must know God." So, enjoy the tastes and savor the sounds, and keep up the sadhana. Jai Mata Di.